Hey guys, and before I get into this video, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, I suggest you do. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you'll be notified about every video that gets uploaded. Thank you, and remember. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the returning episode of Super Hero Squad Battle Tournament. This is episode 19, and this is the second round of the tournament. As you saw, we went through round 1 of the Super Heroes, and now we're at round 2 where we got a brand new row of all the winners. We are at round 2, and we're just about to begin the first match for round 2 as we're on episode 19. Two smart superheroes who both have lived in long legends, but only one of them will be the better legend. Spider-Man, the Web Slinger, and quite frankly, the weakest member of the Avengers. And Captain America, leader of the Avengers, and who has been around for many years since the World War II, in his time. It's my job. I'm Joe Flash 6.7, by the way, and it is my job to. Well, actually, you know what? I'm just kidding, because you know what? Usually, I usually would do this, and it's my job to organize the weapons and everything, but you know what? You already know what the weapons, armor, and skills are, so we don't have to go ahead and do it. You already know what they do. You already know about the weapons since you watched the other episode. So, despite that, it's time for a Super Hero Squad battle! And as usual, the first character to get 10 points will win.
Spider-Man! Captain America! Ready, fight! I'm a patriot. Are you?
no! Well, somebody call my mama. We just witnessed an easy victory. Despite Spider-Man being smart and faster, apparently Captain America is way smarter, may not be as fast as Spider-Man, and is definitely a lot stronger. Captain America really is quite a lot more smarter than even Spider-Man is, even though Peter has basically learned a lot throughout his life at school and everything by learning and passing in classes, even though he's been late several times because he had to go fight crime. But although Steve Rogers is clearly a lot bit smarter, he has learned a lot of things throughout his life growing up. Plus, he's an adult. And he learned how to fight in the military, and he volunteered to be the first ever super soldier. Which is why he became so powerful. But on the other hand, Peter Parker isn't exactly really all that strong. He is, but not as strong enough to be a good member of the Avengers. Despite him, compared to all the other heroes, Spider-Man is clearly weak and is not the best member of the Avengers. Even though actually an interesting fact, Spider-Man is actually the very first and original Avenger, not Captain America. They say Captain America is the first Avenger, but apparently it's really Spider-Man. Captain America, though, is better, even though he didn't really join the Avengers till later after they thawed him out of ice after he lost the World War II. Well, actually, I don't think they... Well, actually, no, they didn't lose, but... Captain America was leader throughout his life, and which is why Iron Man and all the other Avengers decided to make him leader in the first place. So he really did make up some pretty good time being leader for the Avengers throughout some time. On the other hand, Captain America clearly really is better, despite his muscles and everything. Although Spider-Man in the beginning, he really was pretty smart himself. He actually kept on suckering Captain America in by throwing him over the corners with his webbing. But although Captain America understood and realized what Spider-Man was trying to do as he kept tricking him by throwing him off the edge. So Cap realized he needed to come up with a better strategy in order to take the web slinger out of his misery for good. And so he did just that. Not only is Cap's shield made out of adamantium, but clearly although it can be broken, but it really is quite pretty tough in many, many ways. Cap just kept on delivering that shield bash move, and he throws that shield throughout quite a time. Spider-Man's webbing, though, may be very, very strong, but apparently it's not always good enough to still take his opponents out. So, despite the fact that his web-slinging powers were not really all that good enough and everything,